is up, everybody? How's it going?
Hello, good evening.
So I'm going to be real honest with you. I just woke up from a nap. So it is so hot and horrifyingly warm today and yesterday and the day before. It's just sucking the life out of me.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was necessary. I didn't mean to. I just fell asleep, you know.
We were watching a movie with the kids.
What are you going to do?
I know.
What are you going to do? So anyway, I'm doing my best to like wake up and bring some energy to this here stream. And the best way that I knew how to do that was to put on this amazing shirt that I got for Father's Day. I don't think you guys saw it. It says, "Dear Dad, great job. We're awesome." Then it's got all the kids and me as a much skinnier and more attractive me, and then a big thank you.
And each of the kids have little smoothies in their hands and their names. I don't know if you can see them, but
yeah, it's pretty amazing. See, Dad, Seattle, Brooklyn. So yeah, so that's what's bringing me my life today.
Good.
Yeah, bringing some life.
Life.
Yeah. So welcome to the sTEaD Talks live stream, the live stream where we talk about everything that has to do with homesteading, off-grid living, sustainable energy, family, life, living.
The pursuit of happiness.
And if that sounds better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick, maybe you want to stick around, huh? or you know, whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
So we've had a very busy week, but I have no idea what we did.
Well, you made an awesome thing.
Oh, that's right. I did make an awesome thing.
Yes.
It was an awesome thing.
It was very, very, and is amazing.
Yeah, why don't you tell them a little bit about what this awesome thing was that I made?
Okay, well, let me preface it with saying this. Watering my amazing garden that I'm so proud of myself for keeping alive.
100% of the time.
100% of the time. Sure. Well, so watering it took about an hour and a half to 2.5 hours. And it wasn't because I was like, you know, like going to town on so much water.
Soaking it.
Right.
You weren't necessarily soaking it.
Exactly. It was just that gravity fed from about, 75 feet, I'd say, from our water tank. Just takes a while. This wonderful man here of mine, he made an awesome, not just pump, but he has made it solar powered, a battery, solar power, and now it takes like 15 minutes to water the garden. It's amazing. And there's water pressure. I told him it's like the water is raining down and hugging my plants because it's still it's gentle, but there's a lot of it. And it just makes me so happy. So thank you for that.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, we were even able to use it today to put water from one of our holding pools to the other pool that the children are able to splash around in. So we brought that back up a little bit. So yeah, you've done an amazing job on that. Plus he put it in an awesome tool case, a hard case. So, it's just all like, boop, boop, move it right over here.
Yeah.
Get it to the water source and nice powered water.
Nice powered water.
Thank you for that.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, we also were able to fill up my mom's tank as well, which we weren't because it was just a little bit higher than the water level. So
yeah, the water would get to like if here's the inlet, I could go like this and the water would get to like right here in the hose being gravity fed.
Yeah, you bring it down and it's like now there's water and now there's not. And that's all filled now too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're amazing.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I didn't actually understand what he was talking about, but I knew it didn't matter whether or not I understood. It was that he knew exactly what he was going to do. And I was like, let's do that.
Yeah.
Great. It's a good tip,
Yeah.
by the way. It's a good tip.
Yeah. We'll get into that in just a second because this invention also did a couple other things. One, it's got a little AC inverter in it, so we can plug in, like, let's say we're filming out on one of the mountains and we're up high. There's no extension cords that are going to reach up there or anything else like that. We can plug in our batteries and be able to continue filming. Or I'm doing a project somewhere and I need to charge a battery, I can charge it off of that thing. And also it works as a jump box. It's got some jumper cables in it. If any of the batteries die on a car or a piece of machinery or anything else like that, we can just hook up the jump box. Boom, it'll start right up. And it's even solar powered. Yeah. So that's the best part about it, actually, is because I can just stick it anywhere, and I have a couple little 100-watt solar panels, and I mocked up one of them with some alligator clips. So all I got to do is put it on there. Boom.
That's really cool. I didn't know that actually about. I saw those in there. But again, I was like,
it pumps water.
I don't know. That's really cool.
Yeah. It's super cool. Maybe later in the live stream we'll play the little short that shows it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Let's see here. We got some comments already. And in line with Carrie just being amazing, Doris says, "How is it that Carrie looks as young as her kids?"
You're so sweet, Doris.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, Doris. And I also want to say we made the hamburger or the cheeseburger helper that you sent us. Doris sent us a whole like awesome little care package with a bunch of her products that she makes, which are basically like kind of like MREs, but like 1,000 times better. And so we made that last night. It was amazing. And even Phoenix, the wonderful and amazing and super duper fantastic child who will only eat spaghetti noodles with butter on them and peanut butter, which I'm sensing a theme, the butter part. She loved it. She just ate as much as you could imagine. Everybody
ate all of it.
Yeah.
Which I had told Doris, like, my kids want everything separate. So when I served it, I'm like, here, try it. And they were like, yeah, I want some. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, we were very happy.
Thank you, Doris.
Very happy about it.
Come here.
We got a hey there from Bland's Promised Land Ranch. Hey, how's it going?
Hi.
And they said, oh, I love, I think that's easy garden watering. We use our captured water to water the garden, and it can be time consuming. Isn't that? It's like, I actually thought it would be like, there's like some math you can do to figure out how much pressure and what kind of flow you're going to get out of gravity fed water. Threw it all out the window, because what it really came down to was, how big of a spigot you have on the bottom of your tank and how much pressure you can really push through.
Yeah.
Well, hey, that's fantastic. It's a great use for captured water. And yeah, also I just wanted to point out, if you guys get a chance and you like the large family content, check out the Bland's Promised Land Ranch. I think you guys will really like them. So yeah, what else did we do? What else did we do?
Was this week our laundry video?
I think it was. I think we put it out on Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we shared a video about our laundry experience.
Riveting.
As you can imagine, laundry is so exciting.
Yeah.
So you probably haven't seen it.
And for all you moms out there, if you were doing laundry, I bet the thing that you wanted to see most was somebody else doing laundry. So we put that out just for you guys.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
But it gives you an idea of what a month's worth of laundry looks like for a family of 7.
+1.
And +1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of the interesting things that we found out was, one, it cost about $75 to do the laundry. I know I'm like I'm giving you the carrot at the end of the stick as far as the video goes. But you know, come on, we're tight, right? We're close, so I can tell you these things. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, it was about 400 pounds of laundry. 400 pounds. I couldn't believe
I couldn't either.
that.
I was shocked. I'm like, no wonder I'm so exhausted.
So exhausted,
Yeah.
and it also answers the question that Doris posed earlier. How is it that Carrie looks as young as your kids? It's true. It's because she does the 400-pound deadlift laundry loads. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, which I'm really embarrassed actually that it was a month. But we have a lot going on, and it's not like around the corner. It's not right here. But next time we're planning on doing it, you know, like not a month.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. We've said that before, and then it's like, well, it's about 80% of the same amount of effort, you know, to go the second time. So now you're doing 160% of the work. Math. See, you got to think about things like that.
Doing 160% of the work.
Yeah. It's less lifting, but just as much work. Lance Promised Land Ranch. I have my 11-year-old charge or transferring from our catchment tanks to storage tanks, so I can hand water later.
Nice.
That's smart. That's
nice.
Very smart.
Yeah.
And this is your 11-year-old is actually taking that on as a chore. That's pretty cool.
Sweet.
Our 11-year-old does a lot of the water stuff too.
She does, yeah. The kids fill all of our stuff to have on hand inside, and
it's true.
Yeah, they do that. They bring it in.
It's very true. I emailed y'all. Well, I can't wait to read your email.
Nice.
And I super hate doing laundry. It's just never ending, isn't it? Though, like it, you get home and I saw something kind of funny about this. Is that the laundry stayed in the truck for like a day in the back of the SUV, and I was just like, that's amazing. There's not already a pile of laundry in the dirty laundry. It's amazing.
I was way too tired. I think I took my stuff out because I was like,
I don't want to wrinkle. His stuff, he doesn't care, and because he's blown up over the last couple of years, when he puts it on, it stretches all the wrinkles out of it anyway.
Yeah,
so.
here's the other thing is
See how she didn't say no, that's not what happened.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said. No, I'm kidding, I did. No, but you have 15 or so bags. I'm not going to bring it all in at once. I've done that in the past. And kids are like, wow, what a great thing to sit on. And I'm like, no. So one thing at a time, and it unloads.
How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. That's the truth. I bet it's so rewarding, though, once it's completely finished. Oh, yeah. That is the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is definitely very rewarding.
Yeah. I feel like it should be more so, but it is nice when it's done. Sort of like a meal of dishes for us completely fills the sink. So when it's done, it's like, oh, good, my kitchen's clean again. Which is why I like to do a lot of paper plates.
Yep. Don't be embarrassed. It's called life. Living takes over.
Thank you.
Luckily, we don't embarrass easily. We've shared some things that could potentially be considered oversharing.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I like to tell people I'm very judgeable.
Yeah, so go for it. Have at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we figure our next video will be about large family dish doing, or maybe large family getting into the carring, right, and like getting ready to go somewhere. I don't know. I'm kind of.
Would you just care to see that, or you'd be like, "Good job, guys. I'm not gonna watch that, but good for you."
Yeah, way to just put yourself out there. Yeah.
The other day, I couldn't find my shoes, which was very ironic.
Right?
I'm like, what? Why? I did remember what I did with them.
It's true. So actually, no, the next 2 videos that we're working on, one, Carrie is going all out on sharing with you guys her first year experience so far of having a large garden or a larger garden, and and going through the, like, from beginning to end, because there was nothing here when we first got out here in February. And it's pretty amazing. I'm like really interested to see how that gets like comes together. And then it'll probably be a part 1 and then a part 2, like up to this point, and then all the way through. Part 2 would be till the end of the season. She actually did get some broccoli and lettuce and stuff today, which was awesome. The broccoli was lettuce. What'd you think of the? I'm sorry, the broccoli wasn't lettuce. It was broccoli. Them's facts. The more you know, right? No, the broccoli was amazing. We had it with some ranch dressing. It was what'd you think about the lettuce?
So I learned something today, and I knew this. So, a lot of you are probably gardeners, but you know, your lettuce starts bolting, and I know, like, you don't want it to flower. So I'm like, cool, well, it's not flowering. I do start seeing, I'm starting to see little things on it. So I'll go ahead and take it off. And it was gross. It was so it was like grass. It was like giant leaves. They might as well have been off of a tree.
Yeah.
So I know now. I did cut my other one off completely, though. That was nice and round. So, and that was delicious.
Yeah, and
and everything else was great.
The taste of it reminded me of, if you guys have been around for a long time, and you saw when we used to do our videos way back in the day, 6 years ago, 6 or 7 years ago. Do you guys remember the character that I had in the videos, Bonham? Bonham with a big H, BONH, large H. Bonham.
I knew you were going.
Yeah, because there was this one scene that we did where Bonham was a grass-fed human, or aspiring to be, and there was this one scene that we shot where he goes, I'm aspiring to be a grass-fed human, and then I lean down and take a bite of some grass that was down there right next to me. Good old Bonham. And we had to do, like, I don't know, 14 takes of it or something like that. So I got a really good idea of what your standard fescue tastes like. And that's what it tasted like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Straight up grass.
Yeah. Well, I had been cutting, stuff off of it to, like, have as salad or in a sandwich or whatever. So, and it was very, very tasty.
Yeah.
But I kept thinking, oh, well, I really like to just be able to clip stuff off. So,
yeah.
But we left it in the ground. So one of them is already starting to grow new leaves. So,
yay.
Yeah.
Right. Large family chores, that usually gets folks' attention.
Interesting.
Hey, glad to come by and support. Thanks, man.
Hey.
That's amazing. Glad to see you. We've been, like, swamped. Otherwise, I would have posted the laundry video in the group, because I know everybody wanted to see it. I could tell by the analytics on the video. But yeah, man, thank you for coming by. All right, Dora says, I have thought about it, and I think the laundry is really cheaper the way you guys are doing it. With the water thing at your place, and the time has to be shorter. That's than doing some every day. I totally agree. And like Carrie said in the video, she doesn't really mind going out and doing it. And it does actually gets the family off the homestead, potentially interacting with some people. We got a really great question actually from Sean at Ozark Family Homestead, who said, now, do you guys have to, like, reserve the place, because you took up every machine in the place? And no, Carrie just goes when it's, like, really low volume.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, earlier in the day.
Yeah, you go earlier in the day and on a Tuesday. That's the trick.
Yeah, not a weekend.
And so, sometimes there's some people in there for them to socialize with. And, when you live out in the middle of nowhere and you have an excuse to go into town and you're a social person, because some people are just like, nah, I just want to be an isolationist when they live this way. But it's like, it's nice to go into town and see people, and you stand in line, and it takes forever to get through the lines because everybody's just chit-chatting and everything like that. Can't go to town if you're going to be in a hurry though, because that ain't happening.
Yeah. No, I do enjoy that, and I also enjoy that my girls have come every time that we do laundry.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, you come with me, we're gonna go tomorrow.
You're the only children that are old enough to have the dexterity in your fingers to help with the folding party
and truly be helpful.
Yeah.
It is like, I would probably be in tears if I had to do it myself.
Yeah.
It'd be so much.
She would.
Of course, my mom would also help, but
and her resentment level for me would be up
through
here,
the roof.
through the roof. Hey, Mike, how's it going, man? That's like 3 weeks in a row, bud. We're on a streak. I'm so glad that you're here, man.
Yay!
Yeah. Ooh, it's Karen, Carrie's mom.
Hi,
I'm impressed with the pump because it put water in my RV, and now I'm all set. Thanks, Jason. Hey, you're very welcome. That was actually you running out of water in your RV is what led to that invention. It's like necessity is the mother-in-law of invention, and that's
that's funny.
That's how we roll around here. Dad jokes 100% of the time. No, not as treasure. I remember that. I do believe you were talking about the old Bonham,
Awesome.
the grass-fed human character. That was when we were into characters, or I was into characters. You were just like that. Did you guys get the intensity of the eye roll? No, she loved it. She loved Bonham.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was another scene I did with him where after I shaved off my beard, it was like, now I've got all this real estate, I'm gonna put in a garden, and I like rubbed dirt into my face and then put seeds and then pretended like grass grew. First cut. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
That was good. Doris remembers me eating grass. Yeah, I was a grass-fed human. He took a weird turn as far as a character goes. He became like a zombie. It was intense. Crazy intense. All right. Do we got anything else? Is there anything else that we wanted to cover at the beginning here? Because I'm like, hey, what do you guys want to talk about? But I want to cover all our stuff.
Well,
what the other video that we're doing that I'm just starting to write.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to get like, it's early in the process, right? And I don't want to oversell it like I always do every other time that we talk about a video that I'm making. Because then I feel like your expectations are up here, and where I want your expectations to be is like, meh, like meh.
That's how I live my life.
Yeah.
Not
lower
you. I just.
Can you tell that's true? Can you tell it's true? This
is not what I meant.
Do I need to be here?
So like the laundry video, right? I'm like, who wants to watch this?
Yeah.
That's my selling point.
Gotta run. Garden and animals are calling. Have a great night. Hey, you two, thank you so much for popping by, and I can't wait to see your email.
Cool. Sweet.
So anyway, the thing that I wanted to say about this is that when we put this video together, it's very possible that it's going to be like our magnum opus, right? Our large work
Our Holland's opus.
Our Holland's opus. It's definitely going to be our Holland's opus. And so it is a video about how we came to be living off grid, and it's a story that we have never told because there's parts about it that I never wanted to tell. And I think it's going to be really interesting. So keep an eye out for that over the next week or so, maybe 2 weeks, because the garden video is going to come out first, I think.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh. Yeah. Melissa.
Oh, Carrie, you want the ducks?
Yes, I do.
You know, we actually did talk about it, even in the time frame that I told you we were going to talk about it, and then I just forgot about it. We've been crazy busy, and so, but yes, we should set up a time to meet, and we'll come out and pick them up.
Pick up some ducks.
We'll get some ducks.
Some duckies.
I love ducks.
Yay! And
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. I hate doing laundry, and I love the wife for doing a great job. Hey, nice. I'm with you. You know, it's interesting because there are chores. Should we get into this? Yes, I'm going to get into this. Let's get into it. There are chores that from my past as a child, and even as an adolescent, are so traumatic for me, right? They're so, like, induce physical, I don't even know how to describe it, but like my stomach just ties up in knots and my neck goes, and I throw my back out, and there's these chores, right? One of them is dishes. I don't do dishes. Even when Carrie is like, hey, I want all disposable everything, cups, plants. I want disposable plants too. I'm really on one today. It's from having just woken up prior to this live stream, which is always the best thing to do. Taking a nap right before the live stream is good. And I love her so much because I know she hates doing it so much. And like, I look back to, remember Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead? Do you remember that movie? I'm sure you guys do. And like, Christina Applegate goes, hey, so make sure to do the dishes before I get home. And then the brother walks out and he like does some ski shooting with the plates. And he's like, and he's like, the dishes are done, man. Like that. That's how I would address it. And if my mom happens to be in the chat, when I was a kid, she one time told me, hey, and we're talking about chores tonight. That's what we're doing. My mom told me to do the dishes, and we had just gotten a new dishwasher. And so the old dishwasher was out in the backyard, getting ready to be taken to the dump or whatever, but it stayed there for a long time because I would have been the person responsible for taking it to the dump. And I was like, I can't do that because that one time that mom asked me to do the dishes, I hid them all in that dishwasher. And because she worked all the time, and she'd come home, she'd be like, where's my such and such? I don't know. It's probably in Cody's room, my brother. Oh, Ethan took that outside. He left it at a neighbor's house. There's all kinds of stuff. So, anyway, all that to say, and to make a short story much, much longer, I don't do dishes. And thank you for doing them because you're amazing.
Thanks.
And I love you.
Thanks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. She's not going to say anything except for with her face. She's saying things with her face. There it is.
Yeah, because guess what? Nobody likes doing dishes.
Is that true? I think there's people out there that are like into it.
Weirdos.
There's probably like ASMR. SMR.
It's smart.
ASMR videos of like you know,
No,
little Japanese ladies that are like
I would never watch that.
having their gloves on.
Yeah, but
like,
they're probably miniature.
yeah.
Like,
Oh, that's
they're
true.
probably miniature dishes.
Yeah, I tell you, the more I research YouTube and being successful on YouTube, the weirder I think the world that we live in is.
Yeah, and let's just say I'm not resentful at all about the whole dishes thing.
She's not. Look at her. Yeah.
No dishwasher here.
Yep.
It's this right here.
Your hair looks amazing,
Thanks.
and I love you.
I did it today.
You smell terrific.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. All right. Well, let's see what to get on to.
Nice segue.
Segues are weird. There it is. Let's go, Brandon. Still working on that box to send out to y'all.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah. Hey, thank you so much.
That's really
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you were talking about freeze-dried candies. I'm like, that's amazing. I saw a video actually that popped up in my feed because I talked about it last week and because our social media overlords are listening all the time, on people making freeze-dried Skittles. And it was like, of course you would do that. It's amazing.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it does. It does. So I'm really excited about that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I still do want to work out sometime, Ray, for us to all get to somewhere where we can get to and do some gold panning. I know, we talked about it before. It seems like a pipe dream, but that's my specialty. I have pipe dreams. So
That'd be really fun.
I make the impossible possible. That's what I do. Yeah. Right then, we should have them edit in the little 8-bit glasses. You know, the 8-bit glasses with a cigarette. George says, no, nobody with a brain wants to do dishes, right?
You know what I had to do for the longest time is I'd have to play music or have like a show going like on my tablet or something just so I wasn't like angry about it. And it really helped. And I think I should start doing that again.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably a smart idea.
I'm sure the whole family would appreciate. Well, no one else is going to help me.
True, and we haven't even traumatized the children with that particular chore. Yeah.
Well, you know, there was a period of time where it's like before we moved down south where I got each of the kids their own dish. Like plates, they chose their own like fork, spoon, knife, and cup. And if they wanted to eat, they'd have to clean their things. They got really good about cleaning it. And then we moved and then that was that.
Mm-hmm.
We should do that again.
Yeah, we should do that again.
Yeah.
Make them responsible for it. As long as, really all I need is my coffee cup. All I need is my coffee cup.
Yeah, probably will do that. But then it's like, okay, well, I have to wash the two boys' stuff because they're too little to like, they're 5.
But are they? And would they even care if they were eating off the
should
dirty
they eat
stuff?
soap? Yeah. If they don't rinse it, probably not. You're not
They
going to wash yours.
They throw up half the time.
So that's
anyway.
3. My, 9-year-old.
Hey, we're just working on cutting it in half.
Just saying.
We're cutting it in half. That's what we're doing.
Paper. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Paper
All right.
works too.
Moving
Okay.
on. Moving on.
Willie Crow says, I could swear my wife loves it. She does it every day.
She doesn't.
Right?
I promise she doesn't.
That's what I kept thinking.
You're hilarious. This is great.
Hilarious. No, I know for sure because of the dissertation that I get every time dishes are being done. I know for sure she doesn't like it. It's just I can't do anything about it. I try and help in other ways. I smile. I tell her jokes.
It's a lie. It's a lie you tell yourself.
You
could dry them and put them away.
I could dry them. There was a video where there is proof that I could dry them. Just don't do, yeah. Anyway, all right, enough. Man. Listen, I knew you needed to get something off your chest.
That was really sweet of you to bring this up.
Yeah, I knew you needed some you needed a little pressure relief valve. So thank you guys for bearing witness to the pressure relief. Mike had a lot of plate dreams myself. It's awesome.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey, Larks, how's it going?
Hey.
Yay.
It's pretty.
All right, so let me ask you this, guys. I got one thing I want to talk, or one more thing I want to talk about, and then, but while I'm doing that, because we're on a little bit of a lag before you guys get your comments, and I want to know what you guys want to talk about. What do you want to talk about? What do you want videos made about? Like, what do you want to see about our particular brand of crazy on the old YouTubes? Whether it's just what we're going to talk about tonight, or some ideas for some videos in the future. We do have quite a bit of ideas that are kind of in the pipeline, but I'm always really interested to see what you're interested in, other than the overwhelming response that we got to the laundry video. So, you know. So,
That's funny.
so yeah. Hey, Homestead Aquarius, how's it going?
Hey.
Thanks for popping by and coming and hanging out with us.
Yeah.
All right, so the last thing, while you guys are putting in the comments what it is that you want to talk about tonight and what it is that you'd like to see us do in the future as far as videos go, I had a thought this week that I thought was very interesting. And so we've had a little bit of growth on our channel, not like overwhelming. There's not any local news stories that are going to be written about it, or like, you know, we're not trending on Twitters or whatever it's called, Threads. There's like a new one, Threads from Meta. I'm sure that'll go great. Just all the Facebook people having a place to type away.
Like a Reddit, Twitter.
Well, it's like Twitter, but it's on the Facebook platform, or not Facebook, but it's a separate platform.
Interesting.
Yeah, but yeah, I think this is what's fueling the fight between Zuckerberg and Musk. You know, because they're going to meet in the octagon at some point, and it's going to be sad because I'm sorry to say this, but Zuckerberg's probably going to win because he's been doing jiu-jitsu. So be a sad day. Anyhow, because I completely lost my train of thought there, I'm going to go back to what it was that I was talking about. So I had a thought this week, and the growth that we've experienced is really interesting. We make pretty good videos, we think. They're very high quality. Sometimes it's probably more quality than is necessary for people. And our stats are really good, like in the analytics. Some of the like average views per viewer, and some of these analytics that are important to track are like way better than they should be for how long we've been posting and that kind of stuff, which is awesome. And so when you create content like that, you think to yourself, oh, it's my videos. That's what's causing the growth, right? And so I was like, but I want to know for sure. So I went through all the new subscribers, all the views, what videos did well, and all that stuff. And it's really interesting. I actually came to the realization that it had nothing to do with our videos, or very little to do with our videos. I mean, maybe some people went to our channel and saw the videos and they were like, oh yeah, these guys do a good job. I'll subscribe, right? What it was that almost all of the new people that are finding our content have actually found it through communities, right? And we're a part of a number of different communities, like one that's all just small homestead YouTubers, and one that is actually quite a few people are in the chat right now, is the global gardening and homesteading community, which was introduced to me by Maureen Washington. And this is getting somewhere, so bear with me. There was a thing that I was doing, and I don't have it prepared tonight because I woke up from a nap right before we started here, because I am getting old, apparently. um, and I used to do this thing on the live stream where I would just pick a creator that I enjoyed a video of, and every single week I would have a featured creator. One week it was Maureen Washington. One week it was Ozark Family Homestead, who has experienced massive growth. They're up to, I mean, when I first started watching them, they had like 300 subs. They're up to 14,000, and this was like over the course of the last 45 days, right? Amazing. And their growth had absolutely nothing to do with being featured on the live stream here. Just in case you're, I know you were wondering, but had nothing to do with that. But what I realized was it's kind of like homesteading in and of itself, right? You develop a community around you, and that community will give to you uh, far in excess of what you can give to the community in as a whole, right? Because it's one person trying to contribute as much as they can to a community, but an entire community contributing to another person. You can try to give more than you take and all of that stuff, and you're going to fail because there's just, I mean, it's just the numbers involved in it, right? There's just a lot more people that are coming and checking out your stuff, and we have a child running up and down the hallway going do 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 do. Um, it was just really interesting for me to look at it. And it's like, you think you're doing a good job, and you may be, but really, what's creating the fun that you're having has a lot more to do with the contributions that you've made to your group. And as long as you're trying all the time to contribute more to your group than you are taking from your group, you're going to be fine. That's true in life. It's true in content creation. It's just kind of, I think, one of those natural laws that this universe, there's like pi, there's like the speed of light, and there's contributing to your group far in or attempting to far in excess of what you take from your group. And I think that's a pretty cool realization. So anyway, I just encourage you to kind of do the same. And next week I will have a featured creator set up and ready to go. And hopefully within the next couple of weeks, we can start doing, I want to actually bring them on the show, and we can do like a little interview type of like Lex Friedman, Colin and Samir sort of thing with homestead creators. Cause I just think that would be amazing. And hopefully that would be a contribution to my community. That would be for once in excess of what my community contributes to me. So thank you.
Oh,
yeah. All right. We got some, we got some chat happening. Dora said, one of the boys I had in my house didn't think the backside of plates needed wash, so I had to show him how they went in the cabinet to get him to understand why.
Nice.
Because of the plates are in there spooning.
Good call.
That's a good idea. I'm like totally familiar with why dishes need to be washed, and that's all I'm going to say. I like this. Teach us something, show us something, share something, review something, laugh at something, explain something. Just be yourselves.
Nice.
I like it.
Nice.
I like it. We can do all of those things.
I like it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually want to see if I can easily. Okay, bear with me for just 1 second, okay? I'm gonna bring up a thing that's gonna make it difficult to talk, but I'll be right back.
Wait, right back.
Right back.
Yeah.
Is it? No, that's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is this. So a video is gonna play that's not the video I want to show you, but I gotta change it out real quick. So hang on for just a second. What would you say is your biggest struggle? Ours is water. Okay, so now that I've got it all loaded up, I'm just going to tell you, now I got to adjust it so that it fits on the screen. So 1 second, please. Okay, so this is the video I was talking about earlier. I want to just show you real quick the jump box slash transfer pump slash AC power supply that I built in mainly out of just junk that was around the homestead. And it'll also give me a minute to take a drink of my drink because my throat's getting dry. So, so check this out. Happy wife, happy life. Pumps are better than gravity feed. And did I mention that it is powered by the sun? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good little invention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
rad.
Do you guys like those kind of videos where it's just kind of like quickly moving through how to do something or some project that we did? Is that something that you guys enjoy? Let me know in the comments. So one of the things I wanted to ask you, love, was what do you want to accomplish in the next, like, over the next month?
Over the next month, let's see. Wow.
I want to accomplish
really,
that.
I really put some thought into this.
Okay, you think about it. I'm gonna take on this particular
yes
comment here because I think it's important.
Okay.
I think it's something that we definitely should do.
I think so.
You know,
I think so.
Lark says, I have one request. When you guys hit 100K subs, I hope you do a tribute to us little people that supported you way back here, because videos with that quality will take off.
Well, that's very sweet of you, and
extremely sweet of you.
And there aren't any little people. I think.
Well, there are little people.
I mean, yeah, I have little people.
Yeah, there are people that are this big, like this big.
No.
Which I think is something that you can get in trouble for saying. but they have big hearts, right? You just follow it up with a compliment.
But what if you have little people? Then it's fair, right?
Yeah, we have little people. I mean, some of them are tiny. Some of our little people are bigger than you. Which, you know what? Makes you a little people.
I know.
You know,
Short
I love you.
people ain't.
It's like, you know, I'm slouching this whole time, right? We're sitting right next to each other. But if I were to sit up straight and like, it's like,
I'm sitting up straight.
I am a potato-shaped ogre.
You're my big, strong man.
Yeah. And you're just like beautiful and gorgeous and itty bitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ish.
I got you by almost a foot. Almost
Mhm.
a foot. But you know what? When the mud starts flinging and the punches start getting thrown, you just get behind me, little mama.
Oh, I will.
You just get
I
right
will.
behind me.
I sure will.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, baby.
Yep. I like your shape.
Yeah, I cast a big shadow. Yeah, I can keep you cool in a hot day.
That's right.
Anyway, so absolutely. Actually, this is like kind of what I was talking about earlier is like, I have no doubt that if we continue to do what we're doing, we will get there. And I'm a persistent guy. We're very persistent people. If you were a fly on the wall, with some of the things that we've had to push through in our life, you'd be like, holy crap, I definitely would have given up. Not you specifically, but the editorial you, the royal we. Um, and this is entirely my philosophy. Like, the only way I'm gonna get here is through the support of the community, right? That is just, it's kind of what I was talking about, and it's one of those sorts of things that I'm not gonna forget real easy. So, actually, what I should do is start putting a list up here of all these people that sat through our ramblings
We're
our
gonna
live
do
stream.
that.
Yeah, we'll
We're
put a
gonna do
list
that.
up here.
Yeah.
And just be like, yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
and one of the things about the featured creators, I never tell the person beforehand. It's always like a surprise to them because I don't want them to think like, oh, he's just doing it so that I'll give him a shout out on my live stream or whatever. I want to be the initiator. So yeah.
Yeah. And it's nice to share other cool stuff that we find.
Yeah, with the
because,
community.
you know, it's neat. It's cool.
It is super neato.
Super neat.
Neato.
Yeah. Yeah.
Loving that solar action. Yeah, it's cool. You know what? I think I would also like to do a video on is our solar get up, because I don't even know if you guys know this. Our property is 100% off grid. We have no grid connection. Everything runs off of solar or generator or propane. So there's sort of a grid connection there, but we have to go and get the propane, right?
Yeah.
So nobody brings it to us. And so maybe doing a whole video just on the solar.
I think that'd be really cool.
That'd be really cool because I'm certified by all the major manufacturers in solar. I feel like it's the one area that I could probably speak on as an authority, but not just be BSing the whole time, if you get what I mean, right? Because I could speak as an authority on anything half the time. Sometimes I'll even go, where did you pull that from? That was amazing. You're really good at this. So yeah, maybe we'll do a whole solar thing.
That'd be really cool.
That would be. Utilizing solar to work smarter, not harder, is always a win. That is the truth. And you know what? It is just a giant power source in the sky that, half of the day is just going, tap into me and do work with me.
Yeah, all of this.
And it happens to be all of the part of the day when I'm also working. Right? So using that power to do that work is like a no-brainer. So we'll see how far we can actually pull that. And we used to play this game called Reductio ad absurdum. And yes, I just used Latin. But it means reduce to the absurd. Like, how far could you take an idea, right? Well, if the idea that we're trying to take is like, how much work can you do with a small solar array on your off-grid homestead? Like, what's the absurd of that? What is the reductio ad absurdum? Can I get a bunch of machines together that are all battery powered, and then, you know, work out some way to charge them and do all. Oh, that would be a fun game. That would be a fun game. South Florida sunshines, tropicals. Hey, y'all, here to support you from the gardening homesteading skills community. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Hopefully we don't just bore you to death with our ramblings and
no
our
promises.
madness. Yeah, we can't make any promises there though.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And we have a question from you. Is that a camera rig behind you?
Oh,
it is.
Yeah, it is.
Here, let's show that actually.
This is my favorite thing.
Yeah,
to use.
A lot of people. I used to be your favorite thing, but
my favorite human.
since I got this, since we got this camera, it's been
we
downhill.
might have to like double sort of teammate because it's on the tripod.
Let's do it. Yeah, we're on this this tripod here.
There we go.
So it is a
yeah.
This is the cam. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it.
Kind
Here, let's do this.
Let's
take this off.
And also let's unplug this.
Okay. It's all sideways on here.
I know. Well, it's because of how we just did that.
Oh.
Yeah.
There we go.
And then yeah.
So this is our main camera that we use for our videos. Let me get rid of this here. It's a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera. It shoots in 4.6K, which is nice. We got our little matte box there. But the thing about Blackmagic cameras, they are amazing cameras, but they have garbage batteries, like absolute garbage batteries. So this battery pack here, we got specifically for the camera, which is called a juice box. And it's nice. We can actually film with this thing for like 8 hours straight. And it works great. And then over here on this side, we have our we use these SSDs. I can't actually see here.
It's like plugged into the computer, so we're trying. I mean, I could move the thing.
Anyway, we use the SSDs because we can get 2 terabytes on there and just film like crazy, and then I just cut it all out in the editing room. We've got a bunch of different lenses. This is a zoom lens, which is nice. It's 28 to 135. It's a Canon glass. And then we can also put our Osmo action cam and go here. Like so, which allows us to get a wide and a tight shot all at the same time, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
What else?
We hook up our labs. We have here also. We usually hook up to the boom, and then I just hook the receiver on the top of that, so we can. We like the boom mic sound quality a lot better than the labs. Plus, especially doing work, you're gonna have a lot of
a lot of crinkly sounding, which you might not have heard because we're running this through my editing computer right now. And I run NVIDIA. It has a GPU. I run NVIDIA Broadcast, so it like makes us sound a lot better. But then this is the boom mic we use to do all of our like interviewee type stuff. And it's nice because instead of going, this boom mic is designed to go into the camera, but instead we take, is there another lab up there?
There isn't up here, but I can just show mine here. So we've got our lab.
This is a what is it called?
Comica?
Yeah, Comica XU boom. And it's a UHF
wireless.
Wireless. And so it's kind of nice that it goes for like 125 feet, and you could have 15 people standing in the way, being in another room, like with a brick wall, and you'd still pick up the audio. So
And then this guy just plugs right in here, and this is a road.
yeah, we use it. We use this like a wireless mic tied to that, so we can have it set up wherever, and then have it run into the camera. And then when we're getting like real fancy, because the camera audio isn't very good.
Oh yeah.
We can also run it into this, which is a Tascam digital recorder, and it's got 4 channels, so we could have 4 different people talking. We have 4 wireless lavs.
Goes into an SD card.
Yeah, and then we can put it all together. Yeah. So
yeah, and where we use then DaVinci Resolve, and it has a real nice feature that it can auto sync, which we didn't know at first. So I'm just like,
yeah.
Anyway,
that was awesome.
Yeah, I love it. I love our toys. They're so fun. So fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so let's now that you've seen well, that's part of it. I mean, we have a 4K drone, we have a bunch of other equipment too. Lights, like more lights than you could think of. Different types of lights that are all battery powered, which is kind of cool too.
Yeah, which really came in handy on our water video. He rigged it up at night and just popped one of the batteries on it, clipped it to a tree, and boom, we were night filming.
Yeah,
with that same lens. It was great,
which is pretty amazing.
Yeah,
you opened a can of worms here, because we can really nerd out on the whole equipment thing, and we have like for a channel that has 357 subscribers, we have a ridiculous amount of equipment. But we actually do this on the side we shoot promotional videos and that kind of stuff, and do a lot of editing and social media management for a couple of brands. Homestead Aquarius about to get messy fingers with some boiled peanuts, and I can't be tapping away in here, but I'm here. Well, good. That does sound really good. Bold.
Nice.
That's a good one. Yep. Yeah, we get super fancy. You know, Carrie actually was Carrie was homeschooled. This is another reason why we homeschool, actually. That and just a complete and utter disdain for what children are taught in schools these days. But we won't get into that.
And the way in which you must learn when, how.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
That was the much more NPR answer. Be like, I hate all the crap that they teach kids. You're like, well, my thesis in college. So Carrie was homeschooled, and I just really like her, and I want to like my kids when they're adults, and that's why we homeschool. And so she graduated from high school, and had her associate's degree at the same time when she was 17, and she had her bachelor's degree in audio engineering.
They don't care.
Of course they do. When she was 19. I'm going to just take a second to brag on my wife, and she hates it when I do this, but I do it all the time. And she was in a beauty pageant once, I found out a few weeks ago. So there.
All right.
Yeah. So anyway, so she has a film degree, and I'm just a natural ham. So we work well together. You know what I call it? I call it synergy. Synergy.
Yeah. So for me to like do all the sort of the videography and all of that is like, yes. And the audio.
Yeah.
I love it.
And then I slave away in the office on the editing. While she's out doing dishes, I'm slaving away editing our videos.
Yeah, that sounds
I just
horrid.
wish someone would help me.
Terrible. So terrible.
Yeah.
I'm editing our next one.
It's true.
I mean, yeah,
She
at
is.
least I've started putting it together.
She's added explosions just like I taught her. It's gonna be great.
Car chases.
Car chases. Y'all are destined for success with that rig. Yeah, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to use. It's everything's manual on it too, like the lens and all of that stuff. So it's like zooming in and auto focusing with your other thumb, and like it really actually takes quite a bit of talent, which is another humble brag on my old lover here.
Well, thanks.
Yeah.
I totally love doing that. And then to get it exposed just right with that particular lens, you have to mess around with. I won't get into it because it's more technical, but you got to mess around with some things and settings.
You got the side fumbling. Who knows that? Who knows that reference? They're like, you got to adjust the marsal veins, and prevent side fumbling. Anybody know that? I know you do. I know you do.
Oh, that's funny.
South Florida, sunshine, tropicals. So did I miss that one of you both? Both of you were in the photography business before YouTube. No, just as a hobby. Carrie was really into photography. I liked to have my picture taken. And
yeah,
she does all of the visual stuff. So if you watch one of our videos and you're like, holy crap, that looks beautiful. That's because she made it look that way. In the camera, we shoot in RAW footage. So if you have any familiarity with shooting in RAW footage, it comes out completely desaturated. So it almost looks black and white. And so then when I bring it into the editing software, I do first apply a saturation LUT, a lookup table, and then do a full color grading, which is color correction, color grading, and
it also makes it look very beautiful.
Yeah, that's the thing that gives it the look that is kind of our videos looks, which sometimes I wonder, like, because I watch a lot of homesteading YouTube content, and nobody does this. Nobody does it, and it may be for good reason. I don't know if it's like people will watch our videos, and because I'm gonna be honest with you, I always expect a lot more out of videos than we get as far as viewership and everything else. But we just really enjoy telling our story, so we're gonna continue to do it anyway. But when I watch other videos, it's like, yeah, that's straight out of camera. Oh, that's not even in focus. And I think it's I sometimes wonder if we maybe just go a couple steps too far, or like 6 or 8 steps too far.
I think it's interesting because for me and my background, it's really hard for me to watch stuff that's really shaky, or I can't see what the thing is that's being talked about because I'm interested. I want to see it and I can't because of the quality or whatever. And then I think it's just because we really enjoy it, and we were able to get the equipment, and
yeah, it's kind of a flex on what we do professionally.
Yeah,
it is what we do professionally. So
yeah, and I think a lot,
maybe that's part of it.
In the homesteading, it's a lot more of how do I do XYZ thing, and we're
storytelling. Yeah.
Well, how are we going to do that? Well, we'll show it along the way as more of being a part of our life and kind of seeing it in that way, as opposed to giving tutorials or how-to videos. I think that might just, I don't know. It's what we do. It's just different.
Yeah.
We enjoy it.
Hey, Gardening Warrior Q. No, it's totally fine. We're glad that you popped by.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Homestead Aquarius, the Discovery Channel called. They want their camera back. That's nice. Yeah, it is a nice camera.
It's awesome.
So funny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I so wanted the DJI Osmo but my daughter talked me into the Canon M50. Great camera. Just ordered a small, cheap lav for my sound. Love your boom. Great idea. I don't even know how to do the Rode mic to my M50. Yeah, the cool thing about the well, there's this kind of Rode mic, but if you're talking about the wireless lavs for the Rode mic, they actually have internal storage. So you just record it directly to the lav. And then you can just sync it all up in your editing software afterwards. But usually there's going to be a mini jack that's like, the small headphone jacks. And usually there'll be one of those and you just pop it in. Yeah, 16 or 3.5 millimeter. Yeah, the M50 definitely has a mic input. One of the great things about this camera is it has XLR in, mini XLR in. So it's strange that they use such a bad preamp for it, but it's cool that they have that XLR, which is like the little 3-prong round. I don't know if you can see that. No, you can't see that, but it's like one of these things. Anyway,
it's a mini too, an XLR.
Right.
Yeah, it's a microphone cord for.
I'm having camera jelly, but happy for them. They know what they were doing. Yeah, no, it's a really nice camera. But I'm ready for another one.
Always want more cameras.
Yeah, what is camera purchasing like? It's like buying tools. It's like you buy one tool and you're like, oh, that made that so much easier. I wonder what other tools there are that could make these other things easier. So then you buy more tools, then you buy more tools, and then you have to go to meetings once a month or once a week because you just you can't stop yourself from hitting that buy now button on Amazon.
Right.
And
or like buying plants.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh, but that one's so cute too. I want to take it home with me.
Or
and
buying chickens.
More. Or chickens.
Yeah. Or goats.
Yeah. Except that these are so much more expensive. We can't just be like, yeah, we'll get that one too. So
yeah.
It's okay.
I've actually thought about buying an M50. It's funny that you brought that up because those are great cameras. They're really good for vlogging, like really, really good. And they have phenomenal autofocus, which is something that would be nice. It takes some of the manual, like driving a stick shift out of it. But for doing quick run and gun type of stuff, it'd be kind of nice to have that. So.
Yeah.
And it's got a great sensor. Nobody watching on a phone will ever be able to have a higher resolution than what it can shoot. So. Hey, I'll tell you what, if you hit us up after on, add us on Facebook, and that way we can communicate easily. Really, any of the questions that you could possibly come up with on the camera technical stuff, one of us can answer. So, and we'd be happy to help.
Yeah. It'd be super fun.
Well, let's see this Gardening Warrior Q. I did a video earlier today, and the entire thing is sideways. I want to just cry. I'm trying to fix it. Then I put it to private, and it posted live, and people watched it. Oi, oi! Feed my llama. What a day! Yeah, I'm the technical stuff, man. It can really be a pain in the butt. I mean, we have all this equipment and all this experience and all this other stuff, and how many of our live streams you couldn't hear it, or it was totally blown out, or whatever. So it happens.
Yeah.
But you know what's great about having your community is that they'll go, that
happened.
That was a thing.
All right.
Hey, Storm Radios and Cats. What's
nice
up, y'all? You awesome people.
Chill.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, dual enrollment is awesome if your kids can do it. How wonderful you all are in her zone. Yeah, we used to have them in a like a charter school that was homeschool, but once a week they could go in, get help from the teacher or whatever. If I wouldn't have tried to run for the governance board because I noticed some things I didn't like about the place, we probably would have kept them there. Maybe not.
No,
That got horrible. That got so.
Well, it was basically the same thing as public school, except that they didn't go. There was still, this needs to be at this time, and you're this grade, you need to know this. There wasn't any flexibility or, let's spend more time doing this thing. I think that was more why.
Yeah, that's why.
It wasn't just.
Even my phone is not in focus at times. Trying to watch my my own stuff, and I ordered the lav because the iPhone was not picking me up well. Yeah, I'll tell you what. It's the number one thing you can change to make your videos 100 times better is get better audio, because people will forgive out of focus, the colors blown out. They'll forgive even the shakiness, and except for her, she won't.
Like me, it's not other
but it's
people.
just her.
It is. It's just me.
There's one out of 7 or 8 billion people. But what they won't forgive is poor audio
across the board.
Across the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the D7's still awesome. That's a great camera. I'm off to bed. Have a great night, folks. Hey, you too, John.
Have a good one.
See you later, man. Thanks for coming by.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think let's see. Let's see. I'm just gonna check and see if we missed any of the. You want to know what I think is probably the funniest thing that happens on our homestead that we have not captured on video? Is the relationship between the husky and the basset hound. Yeah, and I think we've got like a children's book or a cartoon in the making that I think we're gonna need to do.
Yeah, we really should. It's like we'd have to have the camera set up and ready to just hit record like in a moment's notice.
Yeah. They make the funniest noises. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
You've got the basset hound that's like and just sounds like so sad, And Merlin before Dakota, the basset hound, Merlin is our husky. He never made a sound. He was really not an audible dog. And now that they've been together, you'll hear the basset hound off in the distance go, oh, oh, and then you hear Merlin trying to howl, and he goes, it is hilarious.
Yeah, and we've yet to be able to capture it. Like they stop as soon as we get our stuff out. One of these days. Yep. Keep trying because they're not stopping.
That's true.
Yep.
All right. I homeschool our adopted son. He has special needs. Yes, public, private does not matter. Nothing has the flexibility and next level influence as homeschooling your own kids does. Yeah, and I just feel like they learn so much better.
And they have the opportunity to really dive into the things that they're interested in. And my oldest is 13, and her level of ability when it comes to drawing is just amazing. And she's like creating these backstories for these characters. So she's like researching,
like Disney level.
But then she's like researching all these different things because she wants it to be true to whatever element it is she wants to incorporate. So
Mhm.
one thing was like moths, and then
Yeah.
cultures, and you try to teach that to the kid when they don't have any interest. It's gonna bounce off the forehead.
That is the truth.
So
And she has my forehead. So, I mean, you can expect a ricochet.
that's funny. That's funny.
Anything else you want to cover?
Well, I do believe we have covered
A whole bunch of
so many
stuff that we
so
didn't
many
expect to
things,
talk about.
which I love.
Even dishes, which is like, I know, riveting.
Expect that to come up.
So I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us and showing us support. If there's anything that we can do for you, if you have technical questions or there's just things that you think we might know that we can help you with, don't be afraid to reach out to us. Add us on Facebook, and
Do it if you
we'll
want.
we'll do everything we can. Like I said, our philosophy is we try to contribute more to our communities than our communities contribute to us, even though it's inevitable that you will fail if you have a good community. So so reach out to us. All right, we love you, and we'll see you next week.
Have a good rest